Yeah. Welcome to In the Green Room. I'm Kinga.
And I'm Chat.
And we have here in studio Blake St. John and Marietta Perkins. Yay!
Welcome in
Say
the green
hello.
room. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
So you two are both experts in luxury real estate here in Arizona. So you want to give us a little background on how you got into it?
So it's been unbelievably, over a decade now since I got my license. I first came to the States, you can probably tell I got a little bit of an accent. So,
From Scotland?
from Scotland originally.
Scotland!
Came over here in 2004 to play collegiate golf. Went to school in New York, aptly named St. John's. So it was kind of funny.
Not funny.
And then transferred to Oklahoma, stayed there until 2011, moved to Arizona to play professionally, and gave it my best swing, as they say, and then retired at 30 with a bad back and got into real estate. So it's been a crazy, going on my 11th year now.
Nice. I bet you were cheering on St. John's in the tournament then.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a cheer on the name more than anything.
I feel. Well, yeah, I know golf is statistically one of the hardest sports to make it in. So, but it's good that you found another industry that you can enjoy your job with, because I feel like you enjoy what you do with real estate. Just off the interactions I've already seen, you seem to really love it.
I do, and it's ironic. The reason I actually kept on playing golf is because of the crash of the real estate market in 2008-9. I graduated college in 2009, and the world was taking a dump. So I was like, I guess I'll go play golf for as long as I can and see what happens. And I never thought I'd get into real estate. My mother's actually a real estate agent back in Scotland, or was, before she retired. And
Is she still in Scotland now?
No, they live in Marbella on the southern coast of Spain.
Oh, okay.
very nice.
That's nice.
They ran away from that miserable weather and immigrated down there.
And they enjoy Spain.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they really do.
And do you go often to visit?
Yeah, I actually lived there for a while, back in 2013, I think it was, for 6 months, and got away from America, and then realized I wanted to go back to Arizona. So
Yeah, Arizona.
It
It's
always
the
had
best.
to.
It's too good.
In the West, it's the best.
Yeah, and my kind of interest in real estate started when you play these golf tournaments. They take six hours, but you're also playing on a beautiful golf course. A lot of the time, you're surrounded by amazing homes. There's no shacks on golf courses. It's always multi-million-dollar homes.
That's so true.
So that's
Good
kind
point.
of when you're standing on tee boxes and fairways waiting for the group in front, you start looking around and you start admiring roof lines and architecture and landscaping. And so before I knew it, I actually knew a lot more about real estate than I thought. And then that was the love affair started.
That makes sense, because you're out there analyzing all those nice homes.
For
Yeah.
hours.
He's like, I can sell this.
The first time I wanted to live there, I was like, I gotta win this tournament. So and that never happened. So I was like, I'm gonna sell it.
Did you ever play with Tiger Woods?
No. Ironically, the first professional tournament I ever attended was in Scotland, and I literally, I think I was 14 with my dad. We walked through the turnstiles. We'd maybe walked 30 yards, and all of a sudden this rope popped up, and there it is. Kiger Woods walked right by. First professional golfer I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah.
How exciting.
So cool. I
Never
thought you were going to
saw
say
it.
a
Never
car
saw
swerved
one.
by. No, I'm kidding.
I hope he's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
He's doing fine.
He just needs a driver. He can obviously afford one.
So yeah, that was my kind of little intro into it, and yeah.
Are you still golfing these days?
I try. I've
Like-
my bad back flares up every now and again. I've had spouts where it's been really good, and then this last 12 months has been a bit of a.
Because it does seem like it would be like the worst sport for a back.
It takes a beating for
Because
sure.
you're really curving the whole
Yeah.
back. Mhm.
It's tough on the body.
You need to take up swimming.
Yeah, I mean, I used to swim as a kid. I was really good, but yeah, not very good at holding my breath.
I mean, just for fun, right? Because you are now in real estate and you deal with luxury.
Yeah.
And tell us, like, what got you started with that? Your mom was the inspiration?
I wouldn't say the inspiration. It was more the comfort level that, okay, I know a little about this and I understand it. But the inspiration really was just wanting to go around these beautiful homes. Like that was.
When you're golfing, you saw them, and you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I can
I
sell
was
this.
surrounded by country clubs, and I was very comfortable around people with wealth. So a lot of the people that were members and owned these homes were high net worth individuals, CEOs of companies, and it was a comfortable place. I actually struggle most with like new home buyers. I'm like, this is uncomfortable, this is awkward, trying to educate them. It's a much different conversation.
Mhm.
So I do feel more comfortable with these guys that most people find intimidating.
It makes sense. And are you, so now you partner up, you have a team.
Yeah. So over the years, I've kind of slowly evolved and learned a lot over the
St.
years.
John International.
Yep, that's the name of the team. Yeah,
Mhm.
I started off as St. John South Scottsdale, and then got a listing in Gilbert, and I went, oh wait, that doesn't work. How do I change
Guess
that?
I gotta expand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of rebranded pretty quickly, and I was like, well, I don't want to pigeon it to Arizona, I don't want to pigeon it to America, so let's just go with international. I go anywhere.
Smart.
So have you been selling in other states or other countries yet, or is that more of a future plan?
I've referred a lot out, so I've referred people to California, to Oklahoma, to all over the place, even as far as Tel Aviv, Israel.
Oh wow, oh, wow.
I had a
Yeah,
client, I got a condo out there.
Because I assume other states, do you have to get real estate license in other
Yes.
states and all that stuff? Yeah,
You would have to be licensed in order
Yeah.
to do a deal, so it's much easier to
Just refer
out,
take a
25%
paycheck.
and not do anything. It's actually the funnest phone call you can make.
That's the easiest job you get.
Yeah. Here you go.
And so Marietta Perkins is also partnering with you,
Yep.
and she's part of your team.
Yep.
And how many more do you have working for you?
We've got
With you.
5 right now. We've got another husband and wife, Travis and Jen. They're newer into the industry, and then Jennifer Rogers. She's from up in Seattle. She's been in the industry for over 20 years, but newer to Scottsdale, so she wanted some guidance on the location in Scottsdale than it is how to do the job. So she's been a great asset, and then we've got Marietta, and then we've got another.
And I love Marietta.
I try
She's
to be
all
easy to
sunshine.
like, yeah.
She's all sunshine.
It's interesting you said you expanded the brand because you had a listing in Gilbert, and I didn't know about how many crazy mansions are out there. I went to a wedding at a Gilbert mansion last year, and I was like, who get married in Gilbert? And I got there, it was a wild mansion. Like it felt like Beverly Hills status. Yeah, it was on probably like 5 acres. Like
It's sneaky.
oh yeah, and so a lot of people don't know, but there's a crazy luxury real estate market in Gilbert out there.
Really?
And
There really
even,
is.
even Queen Creek.
Yeah,
There's some big homes, some big lots.
There's some pockets there.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, like it was one of the best weddings I've been to, and I had no expectations because I saw
Even-
Gilbert.
You said Gilbert.
Yeah.
What?
Even in like Northwest Mesa, there's some big old
Right by the
orange
mountains,
groves, and
yeah.
there's some big stuff out there. So I think Arizona as a whole has become very luxury.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way up to Sedona, ever since the COVID outbreak and the Kardashians came to town, and suddenly Sedona's tripled in price
Wow.
in the last 5
Because of the
years.
Kardashians?
Yeah, they put it on the map. I mean, that's really the world.
I did not know that.
Sedona.
They made it more known.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, and then even up to Flagstaff, I remember you could buy a really cool house on the golf course for 1.5. That same house is now worth $3 million.
Mm.
So it's really exploded. The country clubs have exploded because of COVID, and how much it costs to join these places is obscene.
Well, it's supply and demand. Sedona can't get any bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is stunning. Those views are beautiful.
And it was the combination of COVID and all of those natural disasters that were happening. There were a lot of fires happening in California and the Northwest. There's just been a lot of issues, but Arizona has none of those issues. We got, knock on wood, no fires, no earthquakes. We're pretty lucky here with our environment. So
No tornadoes. Yeah.
We just have the heat. You just jump in the
Yeah.
pool.
Jump in the pool with the
Yeah.
condo.
Just
Don't
jump
be
in the
fat.
Turn
pool.
the
Yeah.
AC up. It's fine.
Throw some ice
Everything's
in the pool
good,
and you're good. Well, yes, I think that Arizona, there's so much in Arizona because you can have, the desert, but then you can go to Flagstaff and you can have the pines and
Ski.
snow
You can
and
in
ski.
the wintertime. Yeah, it's crazy. Even Sholo.
Isn't it?
Yeah, even
Right?
Sholo's got snow in the wintertime. Not this year. This was a very mild winter for everyone. Even Park City. I mean, they've already shut their ski slopes in Park City.
Yeah.
So I spoke to a lot of my colleagues or agent friends up there, and they're like, our season was a disaster.
Well, and that's why there's pockets in Arizona, like this one particular area called La Place, that's all green and verdant and lush. And that's why as it's getting hotter, so they say, who knows if it's going to go up and down.
people don't know La Place. So the better place to talk about is Paradise Valley and Arcadia. Those are kind of the two
Yes.
epicenters if you want green and lush and a grass front yard. That's where you want to be. A lot of the other pockets, I would say, are going to be more desert landscaping. But Arcadia and pockets of Paradise Valley for sure.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Gainey.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
too.
Gainey
Oh,
is
Gainey,
super
that's
nice.
true. Gainey's very lush. as
Leave it to the
well.
realtor to
Yes.
know all the locations.
I've been around.
So how do people find you? Like, give them some direction. I don't want to wait till the end of the show, just in case somebody's like, I'm gonna want to hear 20 minutes of this.
Oh, I mean, the best, this is 2026, the easiest way to find us is just honestly on social media, on Instagram, so it's St. John International, and you can tell them yours.
Marietta Perkins. Amazing.
Yeah, easy to find us. So yeah, I mean that's where all of our listings tend to lie and sit, and you can see all the pictures, links to stuff, and it's the best place to promote everything.
So people can. What if somebody doesn't have social media or Instagram and they want to get a hold of you?
Website.
Email's pretty straightforward. It's Blake at stjohnintl.com. The same as hers, Marietta at stjohnintl.com. Everything's St. John International. Keep
Pretty
it simple,
straightforward.
keep it catchy and memorable, and so far that's actually worked out over the years. People tend to remember the name.
It's a great name, and it is very catchy.
Yeah, it sticks with people.
Well, it's kind of funny because I have a lot of friends that they'll go to a certain spot more than I do, and then I show up, and then the second time I go with them, the people remember me. It's because of my name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People remember my hair and my name. They do. You know what I mean?
No,
And my friends will be like, I go here all the time.
I think
and
it's
they
your
remember you."
personality. You're super
very
super
shy.
They're like, what are you
eccentric.
talking about?
Yeah, you're super eccentric and talkative and ask the most random questions. I think it's that. Pretty sure it's
Could be a
that.
little bit of it.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to get their house on the market, and is now a good time?
Yeah, this is pretty much peak season for us. I mean, the market for the last 2 years has been a little, we'll call it flat. I wouldn't say slow. Deals are still happening every day and every single. Sadly, even during 9/11, deals were still getting done. It's just the real estate market, 365 days a year, homes will close and get listed, and the world keeps on turning. But this is peak time. This is the peak market, peak weather for selling your home and getting top dollar.
And then when does it kind of go down? I mean,
I always tend to notice between the holidays, the major holidays, Memorial and Labor. That's kind of your little hot zone where it's people aren't as interested. You kind of lose the Canadians, you lose your second home buyers. Kids are out of school, so sometimes they're distracted. So that time of year tends to be a little tougher, and then it picks up again after Labor.
I know people say this, and I have a question because my best friend since kindergarten, Renee, she disagrees. I mean, she's not an expert because she's not a realtor, but she says that parents want to take their kids to go look at homes when their kids are not in school, and wouldn't that be during the summer? And even if Arizona's going to be hot in June, July, and August, I disagree with her, but I agree with you.
This is purely what the trends say. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, there is people that prefer the family dynamic. One can go either way. Some people like, hey, I want to do it at the start of the year to get the kids ready for school, and there's some people that want to do it during the summer, and they're okay tolerating that brutal move in the summer. It's not easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she and I go back and forth. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I think the best time is in the summer when, most people say it isn't in the
Yeah,
summer.
the stats show that the peak pricing to get your peak sale price is kind of April. And then it slowly, everyone gets more scared of the, summer's coming.
And a
Let's
lot of
start
people leave
lowering.
town too. Like they're on
June,
summer
July.
I was about to say,
vacations.
especially for the
Yeah.
luxury real estate, a lot of those buyers are the ones that are leaving because they
Yeah.
have money to go wherever they want.
They have second homes. They have Europe vacations planned. Like they're like peace,
Yeah,
So
right.
I'll see you later.
yeah.
Yeah, why am I gonna sit in this 115 degrees when I can hop on the jet and go somewhere else?
Exactly, yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It has become more of a 12-month town, though. We're finally a 12-month. I mean, when I first got in the business in 2015, it was like everybody disappeared. It was crazy. Like there was nobody here in the summertime, but now it's become a 12-month. Most of my clients in the first 4 years, I'd say 80% were second home buyers, and they have no intentions of being here in the summer.
I wonder if part of it is the popular explosion of saunas, and like all these people are obsessed with saunas now.
I've got one.
Yeah, and in the summertime, I'll like be like, oh my god, it's 115 out, and I'll look and I'll be like, there's like people walking outside still, like exercising in the heat still. wait till it cools down at like nighttime. I'll go on a jog once it cools down to like 100, but exercising in 110, I'm like, you're built different at that point.
It's very, I think some people are just like obsessed with that heat. And
Well, no,
love it.
exposing yourself to those high temperatures is really good for you. There's like a lot of science coming back that.
Oh, it's good for your joints.
Well, yeah, exactly. So going in a
It's good for-
sauna
if
is
you
good
have
for you. That
arthritis.
means that exposing yourself to that 110, 115 is good for you in short duration. So yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon, but people are becoming more and more resilient in the heat because of the saunas, and exercise is becoming more popular too. And obviously the heat is not good for fat people. So.
Oh, is that a bad word?
No.
Portly?
No, just
Yeah, maybe the
lose some
portly.
weight if you're going to move here in the summer, because it's
Well, I feel like we've seen a lot of buyers now, especially in the luxury, section. They want those wellness centers in their houses.
yeah.
They want the sauna. They want the home gym. They want, all the newest gadgets so they can basically just have everything at home and not have to leave.
And they want to be
So
in a warm
true.
climate where
Yeah.
they can be, fit and mobile all throughout the year, not just for 5 months or something.
Exactly.
Well, that's why there's a lot of athletes that live in Arizona.
Yeah.
So many.
That's
There's
why we
so many.
spring training, and
Yes.
we attract that because spring training is good.
There's a new Cardinals. What is it? They're training
In Scottsdale.
arena. Yeah,
Yeah.
coming in North Scottsdale.
That's
Yeah.
so exciting.
I know, 2028. I think it is.
Yeah.
That's a big
completion.
deal.
I know. Yeah. So.
Does that mean they're not going to be going? Is that just going to be the training? It's not
Just
going
a training facility. I think there was a demand from the players. A lot of the players, again, back to my playing days, actually to make some spare money, way back when I first moved here, I'd do a car service for a friend. He would pick up athletes. It was kind of fun meeting all these high-end athletes, Cardinals players, and they would all live in Gilbert and Chandler, because that's where the training was, and it was easier to get to the stadium. And I think a lot of them have said, hey, we want to be in Scottsdale and Silverleaf and DC Ranch and up north in the mountains. So they'll run that northern part of the 101 to get to the main arena and train in North Scottsdale.
It sounds like you need to get a little birdie working out there to pass out your cart.
Yeah, I'm actually playing golf in a few weeks with some
He's already
Cardinals
working
players.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
already
worry.
working.
Blake has a plan.
Yeah, I would plan to get with
I'm
some
sure he
players.
does. So when somebody wants to get their house ready to put it on the market, do you think decluttering is important?
Always.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to see past
Yes.
your family picture, to envision their family. Yeah, it really depersonalize a home, declutter a home.
Get like everything out of the closets and all the clothes and all
That
that.
you can kind of get away with because
Mhm.
buyers aren't that invasive. They don't come in and start opening up drawers and going through closets. But if it's a walk-in master closet, or primary as we're meant to say nowadays, you want to keep it clean and orderly so they can see the space for
Mhm.
sure. But
Yeah.
you can definitely hide some stuff in corners.
So declutter. And also having, is it true that like making cookies or baking a cake right before you have an open house to make it smell really good?
I mean,
Is that kind of a wives' tale or is that
We've
true?
talked about this before. We go back and forth.
it tends to be more
okay.
of I'll call it, I'm not even going to say which sex, but more of a softer touch approach.
Uh-huh.
I'm more of my clients over the years have just drifted towards the more masculine CEO type stuff, not on purpose, just by accident because of who I'm around in golf, and I've drifted towards that. But I mean, if you heighten the senses, smell, visual, it all works. If you walk in a house that smells nice, looks nice, feels nice, it definitely helps.
Marietta?
She's in charge of the cookies. That's all I'll
If you're
say.
wondering.
Yeah. I'm not a baker is the real answer.
No. Anything that requires a feminine touch comes from me in the business.
One thing I will say, it's better than Febreze or any of those like fake
Oh,
smell
gosh,
sticks.
yeah.
Those things smell so bad.
Yeah.
And they're releasing these things that they're banned in other countries because they're
Yeah,
carcinogens.
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
they're
But it's like-
toxic.
Yeah, so it's like find a good quality candle to burn or like do some cookies. Don't do those Febreze sticks. When I smell one of those, that makes me cringe. I hate those things.
So recently I actually, and it's more for health reasons, but it is for smell as well. It was probably on Instagram, like everything else. If you open up a majority of your windows or something for 20 minutes, even
Yes.
if it's 110 outside,
Yeah.
the level of bacteria in your home will drop by like an insane amount, and you should do it like almost weekly.
I saw that many times on the news recently.
Yeah.
They're making a big
I think
deal
it's
about
the
it.
smells.
It's so much healthier.
I know it also airs out like the radon and like other like noble gases that come up that are like supposed to be not
From
good.
your AC unit and all
Yeah.
that. That's right.
Yeah.
And then I also want to give my little tip that I haven't been using yet, but you're supposed to take lemons, cinnamon sticks, cloves, and you do a gentle light boil, and that's a natural air freshener that makes everything smell good.
Mhm.
I haven't had the time, but I do have lemons.
You do. You get quite a few lemons.
Yeah. In the backyard.
And you can throw in some oranges, and that's
Yeah,
just an
yeah.
instant, like, natural.
Citrus is always a good smell for most
What
people.
do they call
Exactly.
that? Potpourri?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
A natural
I
potpourri.
know, yeah. I was
Thank
like,
you.
I was like,
I
is
couldn't
that
think of
potpourri?
that.
I know. I was like, is that it? I don't know.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So how did the two of you meet
I'll let you tell. Sorry.
to become partners?
Well, she was transitioning. She wanted
Yeah.
to get out of the industry she was in. So I'll let
I
her.
was in finance before. And
UBS.
Yep. So I was with them for about 3 years, and then before that I was with Morgan Stanley. And, I loved it. I, really loved my job and the people I worked with, but I just think the company itself, I was just like kind of burnt out and ready for something different. And I was like, I've always kind of like wondered about real estate. My dad, when I was growing up, had some rental properties, and he always really liked the, real estate side of that, and he enjoyed it. So I was like, maybe I'll give it a shot just to see. I can always go back to finance if I don't like it. So I gave it a shot and, got licensed really fast. I passed my tests, both of them first time around. So
Which most people don't do.
I know.
That's amazing.
Usually it takes
Very,
people like
very
5
few.
times. No joke. Yeah.
How
So-
many times, or how long how long did you study?
So the school was 2 weeks long. It's 90 hours. And then you can basically sign up for the test like 3 days later. So I did.
From
Really?
From
Yeah.
start to finish, you were.
I was
22
in and out
days.
in 3
What?
weeks. Yeah.
You did this whole thing in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Were you quizzing her?
No, she was like, I mean, we'd only just met over the few months prior, and she'd said, because she'd found my Instagram, said, hey, I like what you guys do, I'd like to understand more, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, she's an intelligent person, worked in finance, in charge of, I don't know, 30, 40
I had
people.
50 people under me beforehand.
Yeah, so
Wow.
she was-
And you
she
came
was
from
no
ASU
scrub.
Finance, right?
Yes,
Didn't
yeah.
you graduate from ASU?
Yep.
And your major was?
Business communications.
Okay.
But I took finance classes, all that. I interned with Morgan Stanley. But it just sometimes it's not your forever fit. Every career isn't that way, and
Seems way more
Yeah.
exciting what she's doing now.
Yeah.
She's very good at it.
It's very,
natural.
yes, you're really good.
I feel like I'm a people person,
You
and
are.
I like the relationship building part, and I think that's what I enjoyed about finance. But just that wasn't the career end goal for me. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try something different, and I've really liked it so far. So
it sounds like you like real estate more.
100%.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you said you love
Yeah.
finance, so I was like,
I
it's
mean-
hard to know which one you like.
Well, that's where I'm like,
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Blake sees me as an asset in that
For sure.
matter
She's a
because
huge
I
asset.
understand the finances for, clients that maybe are purchasing their first home or second home, and, it's a lot of money that they're spending. So at least I have that finance background where I can help people, guide them with, big financial decisions that they're making. So at least I
They are
have some knowledge with
interconnected,
that.
yeah. Yeah, they
So
are
it
interconnected.
definitely plays a part. So I feel like it, everything I've learned from that has definitely helped with this.
And I also feel like you have this 100% attitude of positivity, like, we can make this happen.
Yeah. I like to be very positive,
gonna work out.
optimistic. Yeah.
It's going to happen.
He's seen it from the beginning. I'm very optimistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's just how I've always been. I'm like, there's always a way to make something happen. So,
And that's the only way to be.
And
Yeah.
I
Get
think,
things
I think
done.
it was the corporate aspect to her prior job didn't quite match with her versus. I always tell people I sell lifestyles. I don't sell homes. The home just comes with the lifestyle. So you got
Right.
to tell me what kind of lifestyle you like. Why are you here? Why do you want to live in this location?
mhm.
What are your interests? So that's why I've drifted into the luxury sector, and it is a lifestyle play, not just bread and butter, turn and burn, 3 bed, 2 bath for a family to survive. It's a little bit more than that what we sell.
Yeah.
You guys are you epitomize luxury. Luxury, luxury,
It
luxury.
is a lifestyle, and I feel like with all the clients, like we still try to maintain relationships with them. A lot of them are close friends, we see on a regular basis. So it's, you meet really cool people through the job that you want to stay really close with. So.
Well, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Because, it all comes back to you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
It all comes
definitely in the section we're in. It's more quality over quantity. We're not trying to do 200 deals a year. It's 25 is a lot for us.
Yeah.
So it's just about doing the right things for the right people. And I used to chase course records. Now I chase neighborhood records and try and get the top price. And that's kind of my driving force. And the financial side of it, I'm a stats geek when it comes to golf. So how do I find the stats? And I go through all the numbers and try and analyze. But it's also understanding, why is this house worth this and why is that one worth that? What are the finishes like? What are the upgrades like? Understanding Calcutta marble and all the different surfaces and tiles and woods, and why is one worth more than the other?
So what's kind of the price point that you start to work with then, or are you kind of open-minded about it? And
All of it.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
So you just kind of
help.
specialize in the higher end, but if somebody has, just a 2-bedroom house
yeah.
that's worth $500,000 or $600,000, they can still call you and you'll help them out.
I mean, so
We help anyone.
Yeah, my claim is that my spread goes from, my lowest is a $120,000 deal all the way up to $17 million.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it makes
It's a
sense
big
that why
range.
would you
Fits
turn
most
away
people.
the small fish?
No.
But it just sounds like
Yeah.
the big fish are more your expertise.
Not just by accident, it just
Yeah.
happened that way.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to
Developing
talk
work.
about that because I think that's an exciting thing that happened to you. You were at an open house. I don't know if Chet knows
I just wanted
this.
to clarify that because
Oh,
there might be
yeah.
somebody listening that
Oh,
has
right.
a medium house that's like, wait, I want to sell with them, and now they know they can.
Oh yeah,
So-
Yes, yeah.
He had an open house. Blake St. John had an open house, and some guy walked in, was unrepresented, and you connected and you sold him a house at $17 million.
that one.
that correct?
That one's different.
Oh, okay.
That was a past friend from Oklahoma, actually.
Oh, okay,
That was
okay.
an old contact, and
Okay.
just from our friendship, and he hit me up 10 years later. Said, "Hey, I'm coming to town.
Really?
I heard through the grapevine you're in real estate. Can you show me some houses?" The journey with him is actually kind of crazy. So it started in like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
He was newly divorced. Ended up selling him a house for 3.1. Called me 6 months later and said, "Hey, we changed our mind. We actually want to be in Silverleaf.
Mm.
Can we sell?" And I was like, "You bought a brand new house. I don't know if I can get you what we got you." Through all the hard work and marketing, we ended up getting him out of the house with profit and all of his money back for
Wow.
3.4. So that was a win in such a short space of time. And then he ended up buying a house for just under $5 million in Silverleaf. And then again, I got the call 2.5, 3 years later. "Hey, we want to upgrade," and it was a pretty big upgrade from 4.8 to 17 million. And
Wow.
I ended up selling his other current house for 5.2, I think it was. So I love when my clients always make money on the back end. So you could say it's the market that I've been in for the last 10 years has been slowly climbing. We'll hit a plateau where it's a little more challenging now to see the bigger gains, but yeah, so that's been a good client. He's well north of 30 million.
Hopefully he
Wow.
keeps
That's beautiful. That's a
progressing at
beautiful
the
story.
same rate.
Yeah.
You'll have another big one in a
And
few
he's
years.
a great guy. I mean, he is a really good client, good friend, and nice guy. Nice
Well,
guy.
and I think it's you're building relationships.
Yeah.
And lifestyles and luxury, and then you'll continue, and then those people will also send you their friends.
And that's always the hope, isn't it? You do
Right.
a good job, and you see how hard you work. And when I first got in the industry, I dressed up all the time. I had slacks on, I had the shoes. I was trying to look the part. I was like a car salesman. And then I realized I actually twisted my ankle really bad one day, and I could only fit in my tennis shoes. And then I kept getting compliments on my tennis
Funny
shoes.
enough.
And I was like, maybe this could be my thing. And then all of a sudden,
It's a style.
it became everybody wore tennis shoes. Like that became a hot thing like 8 years ago, and I'd already started wearing it. I was like, perfect.
Well, really, in Arizona, people that are affluent, they kind of dress.
And that was the
Casual.
other thing, especially in North
Yeah.
Scottsdale. There's people
Yeah.
flying in their private jets and they're wearing
Mhm.
khaki shirts and a polo shirt.
Exactly.
They just want to hang out and fly under the radar.
Right.
So I realized matching your clients' energy, visuals, all of that is kind of important too.
Right. and I think you don't really need to dress up when it's hot outside.
No, and I realized that if you know your stuff and you know your numbers,
Yeah.
how you look isn't as important. I think it was in different generations, but I think this new casual generation that we're living through right now is any style goes.
I agree.
Be yourself.
So for people that are listening, for anybody who's a Scottsdale native or been here for a while, you know what Silverleaf is. But for new listeners or new people that moved here, would you say that Silverleaf is probably the nicest gated community in Scottsdale, or one of the nicest ones? And it also has a golf course too that's stunning. But what other gated communities would you say are kind of at that top of the luxury?
I mean, it definitely starts with Silverleaf, and then it drifts into DC Ranch, which is the master plan community that Silverleaf actually falls underneath. It is still technically under DC Ranch master plan. And then you can go over to Greyhawk, which is a public golf course, but still a really great master plan community in North Scottsdale. And then you go all the way up to Troon, where Marietta actually grew up. So if you can speak to...
Oh, you grew up in Troon?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Well, my parents and I were members at Troon Country Club. So pretty prestigious up there, really nice. There's also Whisper Rock, Estancia. There's a bunch of very beautiful courses there that are pretty prestigious. So yeah, waiting lists are pretty long.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Silverleaf is now $500,000 to get in.
Wow.
And the only way to really get in is to buy a piece of property or a piece of land, and there's not much land left, so you're stuck buying houses just to join a club.
Yeah, I think sometimes, correct me if I'm wrong, the houses come with a membership, right?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
a house that might be going for, we can talk to my client's one at 17. He could probably turn around and list it at 19, even though it's still a 17 house, but he could charge an extra 2 just because that person wants in the club that bad.
Wow.
It's wild.
Pretty crazy.
And,
Yeah.
and what's the
Wow.
lowest end, like what's the least expensive house you could buy in Silverleaf? Like
Oh, I mean,
10 million?
No, you can.
There's
you
some
can-
small ones at the bottom.
Yeah, you
Way
can get
below.
some.
And there's smaller
There's
houses
some villas
there.
at the
Yeah.
front. I mean,
Yeah.
when we say smaller, some of the villas at the front are 2-story. They're still 5,000 square feet, but they're stacked, so it's but probably around 3 million.
So the lowest price to get into that would be about 3 million.
Yeah, that's probably safe unless it's a real gut job and it's in the low 2s. But yeah, 3 million.
About 3 million.
is your entry,
Mm.
which is
Still, yeah.
pretty wild.
Crazy.
Wow. I want to come look at them.
You want to buy one?
Maybe so.
I mean, it's a beautiful setting. It really is a cool place, and I've watched it grow over my 10-year career. And you certainly climb up right up to the upper canyon. There's some unbelievable homes up there.
One of the other nicest gated communities, it doesn't have a golf course though, but Judson in Paradise Valley has some beautiful homes in there. One of my best friends in high school was in there, and like 2 houses down from Steve Nash, and like Jermaine Dye had a house in there. So like a lot of athletes are at Judson. It's a really beautiful gated community as well, but no golf course though. So it's missing that aspect.
But that tends to be that offering. If you come to Arizona and you're not a golfer, they tend to drift more towards the PV Arcadia lifestyle, and the golfers tend to drift up north because they need to have that. And there's still some guys that live in PV that are.
But Mountain
enjoying-
Shadows has a beautiful course.
That's more of a kind of small executive pay and play. You can join it. So
Paradise Valley Country Club.
PV Country Club. I've heard that's a 30-year wait list. And you
Yeah,
got-
that
you
waits
got-
list. Yeah, you'll be
You
dead
gotta-
before you get in.
You gotta grease some wheels
Yeah.
to get in
You
there.
gotta be the great grandson to some member that's been there forever.
Yeah.
Well, you can love the Silverleaf area. I'd like to go look at it, but my favorite still is Paradise Valley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. PV is just hard to
PV.
beat.
I mean, you're centrally located.
Yeah,
You're-
the location aspect is huge for getting to downtown or west side for a Cardinals game or something. You're way closer if you're in PV.
If you want to fly privately, you're halfway there. If you want to go to Sky Harbor, you're in the middle, and then you're centrally located because you've got the Biltmore, you got Fashion Square, and you have Kierland. So you have all 3 malls, which are like 10 minutes away each one. 10.
Yeah.
So
It's
Paradise Valley.
it's that lifestyle.
Yes.
What matters to you might be different
Yes.
to somebody else, and that's what's cool about Arizona. There's that really good strip. A lot of people, especially from out of town, contact and they're like, "Wait a minute, is this in Scottsdale? How is this not Scottsdale? But that's Scottsdale." Like, because it goes from Desert Mountain
Yeah.
all the way to the 202, pretty much, and it's a thin rectangular box all the way through the whole.
It's like
That's
25 miles long or something like that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
10 miles wider.
Yeah.
But like all your
6 miles
best
wide.
restaurants are in Paradise Valley. I mean, there are some great restaurants up there by Silverleaf, but if
They're
you want
mostly
to,
in PV, I would say.
I would say, yeah. If you want to go to like a different restaurant every night, that's amazing. It's PV.
It's getting pretty crazy in Arizona. All these high end.
The food scene's
I
crazy,
think that,
yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's definitely competing with LA and Vegas now. For sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
now
the best restaurants
Mhm.
originating in LA or Vegas or Chicago, they're coming here
They're
now
here
too.
now.
Like how we
Yeah.
have Maple and Ash from Chicago or Toca Madera from LA. So
Yeah.
we're getting all the good spots.
And now
Getting
we have the
lucky.
global ambassador, and at the global ambassador we have the Thea, we have Lame, and I just found out that where they're at the Biltmore. Did you know they're doing another? It's not going to be called global ambassador, but it'll be another Sam Fox hotel.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mhm.
And
Interesting.
he only hits home runs, so we know it'll be good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very good at what he does.
I'm very excited about it. It won't be as boutiquey, they said, but it'll be bigger
Okay.
than the global ambassador.
And obviously they are starting down in PV and near the mall with the good restaurants, but you just see Sam Fox with the Henry. He's opened up the one in North Scottsdale over the last month. So
Yeah.
even all the good stuff will just keep on drifting, just like the whole town.
It's
Yeah.
exciting.
So I've heard about that there's like a lot of growth happening. I think like in the northwest side, there's like a factory being built or like a chip plant or something like that. So
Yeah.
isn't there a ton of new growth happening up over there too? I don't even know what city that is. Like Glendale or something?
Blake knows all
It's
about this.
actually
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Peoria.
It's actually Peoria. And my little claim to fame is I think as of right now I've got 3 of the top 10 most expensive sales ever in Peoria.
Oh, nice.
It happened by accident. I ended up working with a Romanian family. Several brothers did spec building or still do spec building, mainly in Desert Mountain. I was introduced to them and they all live in Peoria. So then when one brother sold his house, it's kind of snowballed and we actually have one of the most beautiful listings out there right now for 4.2 million. It's definitely one of the best out there.
Really?
And it's a lot of Taiwanese for the chip plant. I had a showing 3 weeks ago, and it was 3 young kids. It was obviously the kids of the parents. They were sent out on a mission to find the homes first before they fly over from Taiwan.
Oh.
And they had the translator with them, and they didn't speak a lick.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So you've already experienced a little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
the people
Oh, yeah.
coming in for it then.
Yeah.
The CEOs and the higher level employees and stuff are starting to come over now, so you'll start to see Peoria as a town really start to explode. And to be honest, the whole West Valley,
Wow.
it's really going to expand.
Yeah, so all of Phoenix really is blowing up right now.
Well,
in a good
actually,
way.
that's true.
Yeah.
Out by where the Cardinals Stadium is, I hadn't
Well, I heard
been.
that chip plant's going to bring like 200,000 people or something.
Well, I
crazy
hadn't been
like
out
that
there,
alone.
and the last game I went to, I couldn't believe it. There's this whole area where there's like all these restaurants and all this shopping that I didn't even know was there. It's
And
beautiful.
There's even more going up now. I've
It's
heard.
beautiful.
I know, yeah. It
Yeah.
really is.
So they're really making it nice out there.
Yeah, I even was introduced to a billionaire Taiwanese lady. She's got gold mines and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Mm.
I'm still not sure how real she is because I've only spoken to her via email. If they want to send me money, I live here type things. But we got pretty entrenched in it, spoke to builders, developers, and she wanted to buy this plot of land off I-17 and build just a complex of 300 doors for Taiwanese employees for the chip plant. So she wanted to make the whole theme of the apartment complex more to their taste, like reds and black coloring, high-tech finishes, or how to operate the apartments and stuff. So she wanted it specific just for Taiwanese employees.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still in
That's
talks.
incredible. I
I
mean,
know, it's
Arizona
wild.
is the best, and we are so lucky to be living here. There's a reason why we call it paradise.
Truly is paradise.
So I think I would like to know if you're not centrally located, what's the next place that's going to pop? So we have, we're talking about Gilbert and Peoria. What do you think about Chandler?
Chandler's more, I would say, turning over and reinventing itself than it's expanding because it's kind of locked into its zip code and its area. So
Mhm.
they're more of a transitional phase right now, turning over. Queen Creek was kind of the explosion off of
Mhm.
Southeast Gilbert. So that's really expanded down there, and it's pretty impressive if you take the time to drive an hour away down there because it's out there, but it's some really cool stuff and some cool homes and big homes. But I still
What is
think
that
the West,
golf course that's out that way? I can't think of what it's called. Oh, shoot.
You asked me that. I played it once when I first moved here in 2011. It's a beautiful place, and it was cool back then. That was 16 years ago.
Alice Cooper has his Solid Rock golf tournament there. It's a fundraiser, and I'm volunteering April 11th. So, do you know what it's called?
I remember because I
can't
played
think
in
of
a
it.
pro-am and I actually won.
Okay, I can't think of what the name of the.
The reason I remember, and this is kind of funny to tell the story, I was on the first tee.
Let me see where it's at.
And it was a pro-am, so we were paired up with 4 amateurs, and I was one of the pros at the time. And I had these khaki pants on. Don't really wear khaki pants anymore. But I went to the first tee, and I was stretching because we're all doing a shotgun start. And I stood on the tee, and I tried to do a squat, and I ripped my pants wide right on the first tee. And I was like, well, luckily the tee I was on was next to the clubhouse. Hit my tee shot, almost killed all 4 guys because I was so nervous and embarrassed that my pants were 12 inches ripped open. And I said, boys, I'll see you on the green. I gotta go buy shorts.
That's funny. Yeah, I would have been like trying to get in another group or something. It's impressive you still drove with the ripped pants. That would have
There was
thrown
a
me
lot
off.
of airflow during that swing.
That's a
You
fun
felt a nice
story.
breeze.
Yeah, the worst part was the pros were mandatory, had to wear pants, and I ended up showing up and I won the tournament, and I had to go up on stage with a pair of shorts. I was like,
Okay, I
Of
knew what
course,
it's
the
called.
day you win and have to go up there.
It's called Las Sendas
Well, that's
Golf
the one.
Course,
Oh, yes.
and his
yeah.
event is called Coopstock, and it's April 11th.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the one in North Mesa.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, so
Yes.
there's an even different one further south in Queen Creek.
it is
south
in
of
Mesa.
Gilbert.
So it's Las Sendas Golf Club. in
There's
Mesa.
so many golf courses in Arizona. It's a great thing for golfers, though.
Oh yeah. There's so many courses.
So we went. You surprised me with tickets to go to the Diamondbacks with the dogs,
Oh yeah,
The other
Barker
night-
Park. Yeah, that was
Aw.
fun. It was a lot of fun.
and I was
Yeah.
impressed because that whole area downtown has been rejuvenated.
Oh yeah, there's
It's
a lot
beautiful.
of luxury condos and apartments all over the place down there.
It. I mean, they have really. I have, usually I take an Uber down there at night, and I don't see it in the daytime. But we went early,
Yeah.
so it's really, really rejuvenated down there, and it's beautiful. There's all this new.
A lot of restaurants
The
are
food
going
Yes.
scene,
down
I
there
was gonna
too.
say
the
a
food
lot
scene
of good
is
food restaurants over
high-end
there.
restaurants are moving down there.
So
it's-
really, our Arizona's just popping.
And they have to. I mean, the inbound traffic since COVID. I mean, we had, I think, the height we had over like 240 people a day
Wow.
were moving to Arizona,
Mhm.
and that lasted like 2.5-3 years. That
Wow.
number, yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of people.
Well,
So do you think as you get busy and busier and busier, do you think you're gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna focus on Silverleaf and Paradise Valley, or do you think you'll continue to Chandler, Gilbert, downtown, Glendale?
I think that was my reason for the team. I didn't want to say no to a deal, or
Right.
at least an opportunity to help somebody else advance their career, to be quite honest. So
Right.
I've got a gentleman, Michael, on the team. He lives in Gilbert, so he kind of covers that part of the valley if I ever need assistance, because we've got a listing coming there soon. There's a
Okay.
past client, she wants to sell it and move into something with her kids. Are moving from Seattle. That's like her most inbound place right now. It's crazy.
mhm.
So he'll be able to cover that. We never want to drop the ball. I'll never take a listing that I can't give a full service to a client.
Right.
So the team helps cover a larger area.
So you'll expand your team, and then
Where necessary, yeah. If there's a
Mhm.
good fit, I don't take on everyone and anyone. It's more of a select.
Depending.
Select.
you don't want it to get too big.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm not looking to be a people manager.
Right.
That wasn't. And
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of running a team to make money off my team. I charge a very ridiculous split. It's very small compared to what most real estate teams charge.
I love it. So right now, is this market a hot market in Arizona?
No, which is weird. You'll
Mhm.
see a lot of luxury condos going up everywhere, all through North Scottsdale, and the place is exploding, and that's the confusing part. We have over
Mhm.
26,000 listings. It's the most listings. I think we tipped over into 27,000 earlier this year. That's the most I've ever seen in my career. The most since 2008, since the crash, but that I believe hit 30,000 plus. Even 50 was like a ridiculous number. Like every house in town was for sale. So there's the turnover. I mean, for every
Mhm.
listing coming on, there's one going off. Whereas at this time of year, we're like, okay, one comes on and 4 go off. We expect that 26 at the start of the year to be 15,000 by the end of May, but we're still at 26. And I think it's purely come down to the rates. The interest rates, it's very expensive for people to buy all price points right now. But I think there's going to be a surge. There's a lot of pent up demand. We have way more sellers than we do buyers at the minute. Buyers are just kind of.
So then, would you advise somebody then to take their house off the market and then wait?
No, I
Mhm.
think being out there, being an option, is more about just pricing your home correctly,
Mhm.
and not thinking COVID pricing. It's just the market will speak to you. If there's not showings, and there's not a lot of action. It purely does come down to price. at this point in time. Because buyers do have options.
It's all price.
They have lots of options if there's
Yeah.
that many on sale. A lot of options.
There is. It's crazy. There's still not a lot of good homes. There's 26,000 homes, but during COVID we got as low as 3,000.
Well, and it's funny
Wow.
that they're still
Yeah.
building
Wild.
so much, even though the demand's kind of tapering down. But all these projects, they're already like halfway done, so they're gonna keep building. But
I feel like people,
there's a surplus.
we see a lot of people like the new developments. They want like custom builds. Like a lot of, I think, real estate agents are getting into the development side now. So
But what I don't understand is if there's really that many people moving here each day, and it's supply and demand, but you
That was
have so many
during
people-
COVID. It was at
So
like
now
200
we don't have a lot of
per-
people moving here.
Not as much, but I'll bet we're probably closer to.
Because I had lunch with somebody that I don't want to say his name on here, but he's a billionaire, and he said that he thinks the market is still going to stay strong.
I
So-
think
Because
there's
he
gonna
said
be a
everybody wants to come here.
I think there'll be a second surge.
Well, you're talking to somebody who is not in the perspective of a normal person. He's a billionaire. He has money he can wipe his ass with. Of course he thinks everybody's doing well. He's out of perspective.
Makes sense.
Yeah, talk to a person who has a normal 9 to 5 if you want a grip on the market from a real perspective.
I
But
think
talking about this billionaire, he said everything's going great. Yeah,
Life
no
is
shit.
perfect.
he's like, what's
Well, he
what's
just
an
closed your
interest
deal.
rate? What?
He had just
You
closed the
don't
deal on
like with
Monday.
Benjamins? What are you doing?
You don't buy with all cash.
He closed the deal on Monday.
So funny.
So
I think once the rates get into the 5s again, we'll see this thing
Yeah.
go crazy, and it'll almost be
Yeah.
hard to keep up. It just has to. It's been the bell curve has been the flattest bell curve. If you look at the last 40 years, it's generally like fairly active and consistent, but right now it's just this flat, horrible, which is the market I hate.
Well, and the rates were screwing it up, and also people are less likely to buy something when there's a war going on. And hopefully it seems like that's kind of coming to an end. So people might be more willing to spend money after there's a little more stability.
And I
Yeah.
think it's also, it's not just, everyone says home prices are up. Okay, yes, they're up, but so are eggs, so is bread, so is milk, so is gas, so is
Yeah.
everything else. So when someone's only got a 4,000 a month budget and their grocery bill just went from 400 to 900, that's 500 less for the house. So they've got to kind of shift their living.
Priorities.
Yeah, just so that's going to slow it down because everything in life has become expensive. Country clubs, social life, drinks.
the
I
restaurants.
remember when a cocktail was $5. Now it's $17 for some
Oh.
fancy signature cocktail.
There was a restaurant we were at the other day. The cocktail was $30. I was
For
like,
a margarita.
Where?
That should get you the whole bottle, yeah.
it was at Trevor's.
don't-
Stop
don't
it,
call it
really?
out.
Trevor's, work on your drink prices, damn it.
At Trevor's.
I mean, it
Pizza
was.
place? Stop it.
$30 for a margarita.
And it did
No
taste
way.
like
Should come with a massager.
I know. I'm like,
$30.
Is there
Here's a big
gold
ice
in
cube.
here?
For less alcohol.
Yeah, there was an ice cube in it too. I'm like, that's half the drink. I'm like, oh
And I didn't even get a salted rib.
Highway robbery right there.
seriously, so wild.
But yeah, life's expensive. Life is not cheap across the
Well,
board. So.
and one reason why the prices here are so high is because we live in a place that's so awesome. People come to vacation here.
Yes.
And so that's one thing that drives the prices up. And so sometimes when I'm complaining about the prices at a restaurant, I go, wait a second. I'm lucky to live in a place where people are vacationing to be here. And I live here around the
That's a good
clock.
point.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
100%.
whenever I'm bitter
Yeah.
about the prices, I'm like, wait, I'm lucky to live here. So
That's so true.
worth
And
it.
it turn it around and just be positive. I like that. So, do you see yourself living by Silverleaf, or do you see yourself moving to Paradise Valley?
I mean, I currently live really close, like a mile and a half away in Pinnacle Peak Country Club. And I like that. It's Pinnacle Peak Country Club's like 240 odd custom homes. It's the oldest country club in North Scottsdale.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the homes, the benchmark is kind of 3-bed, 3-bath, 3,000 square feet, very manageable on half-acre lots. And I really enjoy that. I'd love to live in Silverleaf, but that's a whole different level.
So you like the North Scottsdale? That's where you like to live.
It's my comfort zone. I enjoy the mountainside. I enjoy the views and just being around the golf course. And it is a little cooler up there. There's a little breeze that comes up. The minute I come off of the highway, it's about 900 feet of elevation change from the 101 to where I live, and you actually genuinely do feel a temperature difference, especially in the summer with the windows down in the car. You feel like, there's a little cold chill
Little breeze.
came across there. So there's been moments where I thought, okay, maybe live further south and be in the action next to all the fun stuff. But for now, I'm kind of I like
You like where you are.
I like a little bit. The job is so intense at times. Sometimes driving up that hill and getting to the country club and it's a bit quieter. That peace and quiet, the tranquil feeling is relaxing.
Yeah, you get some of the remote feeling of the North Scottsdale. It's so nice and
It's
relaxing.
a little vacation mode type vibe at times because there's a lot of second home people.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what about you, Marietta?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in Arizona my whole life, so, you know, it's crazy. I've traveled to a lot of places, a lot of states, but nothing compares to Arizona.
Yay!
I know, yay! But I grew up in North Scottsdale in the Troon area, and I've stayed in there, and I really like it. I mean, obviously PV is really great, you know, Silverleaf, all that, but I agree with Blake. I think, you know, being a little bit out of the action and being able to go into it when you want is nice, so you're a little removed from it when you want to be, so, yeah. But you can't really go wrong with anywhere in Arizona, honestly.
Oh, it's all beautiful.
There's a lot of
I've lived in, like, North Scottsdale, PV, Old Town, Tempe, so I'm, like, done it all.
But for people that do want to be in the action, anywhere near Old Town or Fashion Square or downtown, there is so many places you can walk. Because I used to live in Old Town, and it was so awesome being walking distance from like hundreds of restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like one of the only things I miss about living down there. Like I don't miss having so many neighbors close by and all those parts of it, but being walking distance from a lot of restaurants is really cool. So for people that want to be in the action, those are kind of the best spots.
Yeah.
But I think we only have like 1 minute left, so we kind of have to wrap this up. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was fun having you all on the show.
Yeah, no,
Thanks for having us.
So sell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if you need
Arizona.
to sell or buy a home, contact them. What was
Blake
your
St.
Instagram
John.
handle again?
St. John International.
Awesome.
All one word. Super
St. John
easy.
International
Yeah, you can find our
and Marietta
listings.
Perkins.
Just my name. That's my Instagram handle. Pretty easy.